Hello and welcome back to the sad, sad life of Gunther Herman. And the short, unhappy life of Gunther Herman. Because we're gonna kill him. Maybe. So, here's the thing. I thought I could get his, cattle phrase, because that is a thing you can do. But, it turns out, in order to get that, you have to... I've very seldom gotten it before. And I figured out how. So you have to talk Jaime into staying at Unatco and being a mole for you, and then he tells you at this point in the game that Gunther's code phrase, I think, is like something stupid. But we'll go and see the man, the myth, the legend. I think no, that's the goal. We need to find him. This is just outside, right? No. This is where he is, yeah. Yes, obey, O no masters. Come to me. So we'll have a good old-fashioned showdown with Mr. Herman. We're gonna. He's down in here. He thinks to have. Again they ignore me. Again they think they have a better solution for a traitor than a shotgun to the head. Where are you, Gunther? He's over here, right? Hope you're all doing well today.
I regret that only once we worked together. Now the game has changed.
You came all the way to Paris to tell me that?
It is a simple message I am demonstrating. We know where you are going and what you intend.
That doesn't mean you can stop me.
I have been upgraded for this assignment. He is here.
Yeah, it's really too bad that he explodes when he dies. I kind of thought I know I'm being stupid about this. I just want to kill him with a shotgun to the head, because that is literally what he talked about doing to Paul earlier. Anyway, we can also, you know, I could also be this person.
I regret that.
You came all the way to...
It is a...
That doesn't...
I have... He is here.
Oh, come on! I didn't heal myself in time. Yeah, fire is annoying. Fire is stupid, Gunther. Yeah, I hate... he talks this line about having a shotgun, putting a shotgun to your head, and then he does that. Crap. Let's see if we can... That's the end of that. That's the end of the short, happy life of Gunther Herman. Now, didn't I have a login for this? No, I have this secret, but I don't know where that goes to, so it doesn't matter. I still have to retrieve the, you know... I guess we just do the thing, we just hack their computers. I am the greatest hacker. I could be a master hacker. I don't feel it. Is there anything at all? No, there's no email. So this is what we're here to do. Morgan Everett will tell me I did a good job, right? Well, let's talk to Mr. Simons.
We did certainly teach you how to fight, didn't we?
You're worried, Simons. We almost have a cure.
You have nothing. Even if Everett succeeds, you can't synthesize enough vaccine to stop an epidemic. You need a universal constructor, and don't think Page Industries is going to leave one lying around for you to use. Not after you blew up the one in Hong Kong.
I was never properly trained in its operation.
Laugh it up, Denton. Next time we won't use an old box of bolts like Gunter. The only reason I let him go to Paris is that I was sick of his moaning about Navarra and constant requests for a tune-up.
You sent him because you knew he would fight to the death.
He was the last of the mechs. Next time you will face someone of your own abilities.
That is 100% a lie, Simons. You don't have my abilities and you know it. I love the line, I was not properly trained in its operation. This is absolutely a brilliant thing to say. I was never properly trained in its operation. Yeah, I was tired of Gunther. Oh wait, shoot, I'm just wasting it. Power.
I'm getting what I need. Good work. I will now consent to meet you in person. Go to the metro station nearby and await my instructions.
Yeah, now we gotta go back to the metro station. This means we have to get out of here. Which I think isn't that hard. We'll just take the back way out. Which I think isn't that hard either. Oh, mixed scanning area. Now, here's the question. Do we want to jump off this? There is that trellis somewhere. I don't want to go all the way back and find it, though. I'm just going to be lazy and jump off the roof. I just want to do it in such a way that the robots aren't there. I should probably save it now that I've done all that. Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, I thought there was a... You can blow Gunther up, and it's a completely different conversation JC had with him. There's really 3 of you, and you're all gonna be like this. Yeah, you go away. I'll put on my special legs.
Ugh.
Walk on out.
You bring the Illuminati closer to regaining power. It's only what you're doing.
You are hearing the voice of a Majestic 12 AI. No need to be alarmed. For now, I can protect you and Daedalus for a day or so.
Your systems were very cooperative. Upload complete.
You were just a prototype, Denton. A prototype for me.
My associate, Tobia Tanwe, will meet you below.
Associate, the Majestic 12 AI will meet you below. I will now consent to meet you in person. Yeah, so that's the thing. Bob Page is... So Bob Page says that. Oh, Bob Page. He's such an idiot. Anyway, his associate, Toby Atanwe.
Keep going. Atanwe is in the tube below.
Look at them and their little robot. Look at how cute those are. I love those security bots. How are you doing, French police?
The terrorism alert is still active.
Is it? The weird art. Oh, here's a public information terminal. Anything interesting? No, just that thing about the cathedral that we saw before. What's going on here? United States institutes martial law. Momentous speech held 2:30 p.m. EST today. President Meade announced a declaration of martial law throughout the United States, citing a fundamental threat to the American way of life in a form of organized insidious terrorism. With major American cities already reeling under the impact of the Great Death, looting and riots have reached disastrous levels, of terrorist attacks have grown increasingly ubiquitous, climaxing in the attack on UNATCO headquarters in New York last week. Local authorities have so far proven ineffectual in stemming the tide of violence, and even Washington, D.C. has been hit by an outbreak of the Great Death. Highly placed sources have speculated that Meade himself may be infected. President Meade appointed Walton Simons, director of FEMA, to spearhead an interim council task meeting. Imagine the government's response. We will do everything that is in our power to restore peace and security to the average American, said Simons. In no way will this violate the civil liberties that have made this country great. Instead, we pledge to do everything in our power to safeguard those liberties against all who would see them torn apart. Yeah, because that's, what Simons is doing. So, yeah, how long until the U.S. declares martial law, I wonder? I don't mean in this game. Hey, what are you up to?
Oh, I see now. Your friend is waiting by the tracks.
Do you know me?
More gangsters every day. You have weapons? I am selling weapon modifications. 750 for accuracy, 800 for range. Also, I was lucky to find thermoptic camo. 5,000.
No thanks.
No, see, I do want those, though. I want your, No, I was trying to drop that, not pick...
What do you want to buy?
I want the range weapon mod.
A range weapon mod for 800. Deal.
Here it is.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen any of them in a while. I like range. I want to... Can't upgrade the range of my shotgun. I can upgrade the range of my sniper rifle, though. That sounds like a really good idea. I don't want to buy his other one. I don't need accuracy. I didn't see that guy when I first came in there. He just showed up. That was kind of weird.
Make sure your travel documents are in order.
Yeah. My travel documents are not in order.
It's not my job to memorize the train schedule. You must take responsibility for your own travel decisions and for understanding the relevant laws and regulations.
I wonder if French police would actually tell you that. What do you call it? Metro Patrol? Kinda cool. Okay, let's go see his buddy here. What's this? No.
Travel advisories are in effect.
How are we doing on skill points? I just spent a ton of them. I've already got 2,000. Jeez, they give them to you like crazy at this point in the game. Do I actually want to get that heavy weapon skill? I think I kind of want to save up and maybe get more of these so that like I don't have to use as many picks anymore. Big Daddy Love. Okay. More robots. So you ever see those people? Oh, here he comes. Mr. Conway.
J.C. Denton, I will take you to Everett, but you will be forbidden to learn the way yourself.
That will be quite a trick.
You will not be armed in any way.
I will not forget off whenever I'm home. Yeah, no.
Do what you must.
Step a little closer. See, no inconvenience whatsoever.
Everett must be paranoid.
We all are. The Illuminati is getting a taste of its own medicine.
Has he made any progress on the Grey Death virus?
Your uplink provided the missing encryption key. He has been able to complete the work that Professor Tong began.
I must see him at once.
He is downstairs in the lab.
I like Toby Atonway. He's kind of a cool guy. So this is Everett's house.
It would be rather serendipitous if Bob Page invented something Everett could not figure out. We have never failed to decipher Majestic 12's plans. Stopping them, however, has been another matter. Everett thinks you can help us. I hope he's right.
I hope so too, Toby.
The Illuminati's objective is to govern the world. Do not be deceived.
That's your objective too. Shut up. Let's steal $100 from Everett. So this is Morgan Everett's house, but you know, like everybody else, he doesn't. There's med kits in here. He's got an aquarium hatch key. What are you doing? No. I will, wait and see if I find a key to that. We're not, here's a
You missed dinner, but help yourself to a snack.
Help yourself too. She sounds so mad. You're better than Maggie Chow's maid. Why does he keep all this money just sitting around? I don't know. He's got whiskey. Have you ever seen liquor before in this game?
Do not to disturb Lucius de Beers.
Who is Lucius de Beers?
Who's Lucius de Beers?
You do not know him?
Someone who works for Everett?
It is not for me to discuss Mr. de Beers.
Why? Is there something to hide?
He is a friend of Mr. Everett's and very sick. You must not disturb him or inquire about him. I am not permitted to discuss Mr. de Beers.
Yeah, interesting stuff about Lucius de Beers. So this is probably where Everett is, down here. Let's not do that yet. Let's go see Mr. de Beers. That's what that That's Mr. Lucius De Beers is important. Huh. I don't have the right key for that. You kind of look like me. You have a similar type code. It's weird. That door I can't even interact with at all. That must be where we came from. Oh, Morgan Everett, your house is a mystery. Well, I guess I don't have access to this. Well, let's I don't know. So we're just about done with the third act of this game, really. Paris stuff. This is kind of the last bit I would consider the Paris stuff, and then Morgan Everett's going to send us off to do something else. We can always talk to him. We can also get recharged on our... And this guy's the leader of the Illuminati, so they really want you to use that electric prod. You gotta pay your power bill there, Morgan. Mr. Here's his aquarium. Here's his cat. The cat's down here watching the fish. That makes sense, right? Hey, look who it is.
Good news, huh? Looks like we might pull this thing off.
Alex, what are you doing here?
Tong sent me. He wanted me to help with the decryption.
Looks like Everett has it all figured out.
Listen quickly. Tong doesn't trust the Illuminati. He sent me here to keep an eye on Everett.
I see. How about the triads? Is the truth going to hold?
Last I heard. But I guess we have other things to worry about now, huh? I'll keep you in touch through your info link. I'll try my best to keep you informed.
Yes, do exactly that. Keep me informed.
Yes, do exactly that, Alex.
You won't be hearing from Tong for a while. He had to leave Hong Kong.
Why? The triads?
He said he had some business to take care of. I don't know. He didn't look so good.
Sick?
Either that or something was bothering him. The last thing he said to me, it was something about all the machines in his lab being useless. And then he cut off the connection.
Useless for what?
It was just an outburst. I don't know, but he wants me to wait here for instructions. JC, Tong is serious about Everett. He wants you to be careful.
Yeah.
While you're in the air, I guess I'll be helping Everett prepare Daedalus for the attack. I hope he knows what he's doing.
So Daedalus works for Everett. It would seem.
The Echelon kernel was designed almost exclusively for collecting data, so we have to add functionality for memory wipes, thread termination, that kind of thing.
I don't know what you're talking about at all. Everett Global Enterprises. He has his own company. He's some kind of a guy. I placed an inorganic material received in suspension and opportunity to perform analysis codes 3384 and 6426. 2384 and yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll here actually let's So medical robot. I'm fully healed though. I don't need medical robot. Toby, I'm afraid I'll be in the lab for quite a while concentrating on the most interesting new development. If you need access to the security system, this week's code is Pinchin. We should be especially wary now of this recent turn of events. I imagine Bobby is feeling the first signs of apprehension he tends to overreact when that happens. And if Lucius continues to complain, you may access his life support with the same password. Central computer. Please don't raise his temperature more than a degree, as I don't want him thawing out. Houseplant. Wow, look at that. Advanced hydroponics. Okay, I think this is one of those codes. Maybe. I'm gonna do a thing here. I'm gonna take a picture of these codes. This is my attempt to be clever. Because you can't get, they won't record those. You have to know them. You have to memorize them. So let's see. We got 2384 and 6426. No, it's neither of those codes. 6. I don't know that code either. There's a bioelectric cell there. Anything else to say, Alex?
It's not often you get to construct a software worm that might do some good for the world.
Interesting. I don't know what they're up to. That's interesting. Don't trust Everett, he says. Oh jeez, it's a little... Huh, I wonder what that... Was this the aquarium hatch, actually? It is. It is the aquarium hatch. Yeah. Does this get... I think this... No, we're in Everett's house. This is a new place. This might be something new and interesting we're interested in. Oh, aqua lung. I swear there's something useful here, though. Like a switch or something. Nothing more than some darts. Well, I got 50 skill points out of it regardless, so I guess... Huh. I don't know. I didn't see what I was supposed to be finding in here, but I did the little, you know... I did the whole thing. It was a little trip. We went around a little trip and went through Everett. We explored Everett. Turn off our stuff. Get out. Okay. Let's close this hatch up and have a conversation with the man himself here. Mr. De Beers is a man that I find interesting. Here you are, Morgan. Look at you.
So this is where the Illuminati ended up after centuries of conspiring to rule the world.
The conspiracy is about to begin again, JC, between you and me. Nicolette was wise to bring us together. Wise like her mother. The most effective partnerships, like Beth's and mine, arise from mutual necessity.
I came to talk about the Grey Death. Atanwe says you cracked the virus.
A trivial matter. Page added nothing to the core design. However, what we need to construct is a carbon ROM module, not exactly a vaccine.
Can it be done without a universal constructor?
No, we need time on a UC. But I know where we might find one, and also gain access to the U.S. military networks.
U.S. military?
To stop Icarus from completely destroying the Daedalus AI. Daedalus is a design of mine. It replaced the old Echelon 3 network.
Echelon? The surveillance system for the United Nations. So Daedalus was an MJ-12 tool and rebelled?
More of a pattern-matching error. It classified Majestic 12 as a terrorist group, alongside the NSF and Silhouette.
And alongside the Illuminati, right? Are you sure Daedalus is your ally?
What matters to us is that it opposes Majestic 12. We must help it destroy their intelligence apparatus. But that will require the military networks. I have already contacted Gary Savage of X-51.
The former Area 51 scientists. Are they still camped out at the Vandenberg Air Force Base?
They are close to completing a UC and have the kind of connection Daedalus will need.
Sounds like my pilot and I should head to Vandenberg.
Yes, I took the liberty of radioing him. Here is the key to the helipad stairway. The door is in the foyer where Atanwe revived you. Good luck. I will be in contact.
That's what we're doing next. We're gonna go find the Area 51 scientist, Gary Savage.
Don't forget to say hi to your friend from UNETCO, Mr. Jacobson.
Already bumped into him.
Very thoughtful of Tom. My own computer technician. I suppose he can help me prepare a comlink for Daedalus. You saw a piece of Echelon 3 in Beth's chateau. We salvaged some of the hardware.
Is that why it was so broken?
Surveillance used to be daemon-based. Daedalus is more distributed. A blip of his code runs on every communication device on the planet. If we control communications, we can organize and the other side cannot.
Yeah.
Lack of organization is exactly what has plagued X-51. They're great scientists, but isolated. They left Area 51 to protest Majestic 12's experiments, and that's what it amounted to, a protest. They don't even coordinate with the NSF, which is headquartered a few hundred miles to the north.
He likes to tell me all about this.
You see the need for global organization. Someone has to bring these disparate groups together.
Okay. This is his Illuminati plan. So yeah, we've this is where I use these codes. Yeah. Okay, can I have this? I don't have room to have this, but I can have this. Oh heck, I'll just drop the grenade. Yeah, someday I'm gonna maybe try to not fill up all my slots like in these ones, and maybe I don't even need Aqua Lung. I could have got the other thing that went along with the regen or whatever. I keep talking about upgrading some of these other things. I could upgrade the legs. I could upgrade this so I get less power drain. I think I should probably, at this point, upgrade my healing even more to the third stage. So that's what we're doing next. We're going to Area 51. Really, you're gonna make it that hard to get these? I have to use so many lockpicks, Everett. You're not giving me keys to things. I have the other code to these, but again, I don't need it because it's not something that's gonna benefit me in any way, shape, or form. Let's get a camera. Now this man's straight to the point. I'll give him that. I don't really want either one of those. I've got a ton of weapon mods. There's a multi-tool in there. Yeah. What we want to do... Oh, hey, he's got security right here. Is this just for this camera in here? I mean, I really don't care that much. His security isn't gonna hurt me. I just want to see. I don't know what that did. I feel like that did something. That might have actually been... But remember, these guys is still the Illuminati. They still are the world government people who want to take over the government as well as everyone else. You know, they're not necessarily the good guys either. Now, again, this game gets really heavy into the conspiracy stuff and all this, like, you know, Illuminati, District 12... Area 51, all these things. My personal thought here on all this is that the Illuminati, you know, all this stuff, I do believe in the world government and the shadow world government and all this. So we're gonna go in here and do this because I want to. I do believe in all this stuff in real life. I don't believe that it's anything like it is in this game. I think this game just creates this fantasy. It's just a bunch of rich men playing it, ruling the world, right? They're not like, I don't know, maybe someday, but maybe some regards, but yeah. See, I only have 12 of these left. I'm getting a little annoyed by the amount of work it takes to do some of these things. I thought I could get a key to this somewhere. That's what I was kind of looking for. But this is... Now this computer security I might want. This is where I might want to disable cameras, because there might actually be some kind of... I'm not 100%. Okay. Let's go in here. Yeah, I get skill points for coming in here as well. Beth, feel free to visit with Morpheus while I'm away. The code is 8001. I'm sure you will have many interesting things to discuss. Pay no attention to Lucius. He complains to the slightest provocation.
What are you doing back here? Denton, right?
Yeah. You're alive in that thing?
I am conscious. Tell Everett I am cold. He keeps me so cold.
Who are you? Do you mind if I ask?
The Supreme Enlightened. The leader of the Illuminati.
I thought Everett was a leader.
I am the leader. I brought the Illuminati up through the 20th century to the height of their power. I had presidents and premiers eating out of my hand. I am the one. Our decline is the result of my own. All we need is for me to get back on my feet. What did Everett tell you?
Nothing.
I merely await certain technologies. Then I will be restored. Everett has sworn it. He promised me. I'm so cold. Tell Everett I'm cold.
So yeah, we have a goal for this here. Tell Everett that Lucius de Beers is cold. So let's do that. Let's let Everett know that his buddy in here is cold. Looking good. So tell Everett he's cold. I could have did that first, but I thought I was gonna find a key somewhere. Yeah, this is the fart and run in Morgan Everett's house slump episode. This is what I wanted to do, though. I don't particularly care for the end game stuff in this game very much. Do you have any more to say now? I didn't find the other AIs.
Everett and Tong will need some control of the network if they're ever going to come out of hiding.
Yeah. Cool stuff, Alex.
Lucius de Beers says he's cold.
I know. 18 degrees Celsius, to be exact.
Don't you think that's a little chilly?
I keep his metabolism low so he will last. He is a good advisor. A one-man think tank, so to speak.
He said he's the leader of the Illuminati.
A harmless fantasy. He also thinks I'm going to restore his body.
You aren't?
The technology has been around for decades, but he does not need to know that. X-51 has assembled excellent technology. They just need someone to help them use it.
So, there's a whole thing you can do here, a whole plot line you can follow. You can tell Lucius that Everett does not intend to revive him. Everett's kind of a scumbag, as you can see, as well. Like, I have the technology, but don't have any intention of using it. And then you can kill Lucius de Beers. I don't feel the need to do that. Like, I'm not gonna waste time on this, if I'm honest. I don't. It's a little side thing you can do, and I think I might get some more skill points for doing it or something like that. What am I at right now? I'm almost enough to get my lockpicking or electronics up. Toby, you got anything to say?
You will be heading back to America, if I understand correctly.
Yes, we will be heading back to America. Is this the door that he's opened for me? No. That's interesting. It must be this other door. Oh, wait. I have the code to this other door on the other side of Alex now. That's what that was for. I wanted to do that while I was here too. This is gonna be kind of long and winded and stuff, but it's something I wanted to do while I was here. I'm not gonna kill Lucius de Beers. It was worth the 4 lockpicks to go down there and see him and just do the whole thing. Yeah, you can go through the whole thing. Play this game yourself. Kill Lucius de Beers. I don't know. Cat, I wish you weren't on the stairs. This door. This is where this door is. Yeah, we have the. We have this.
J.C. Denton, 43 years old, no residence, no ancestors, no employer, no...
How do you know who I am?
I must greet each visitor with a complete summary of his file. I'm a prototype for a much larger system.
What else do you know about me?
Everything that can be known.
Go on. Do you have proof about my ancestors?
You are a planned organism, the offspring of knowledge and imagination, rather than of individuals.
I'm engineered, so what? My brother and I suspected as much while we were growing up.
You are carefully watched by many people. The unplanned organism is a question asked by nature and answered by death. You are another kind of question. with another kind of answer.
Are you programmed to invent riddles?
I am a prototype for a much larger system. The heuristics language developed by Dr. Everett allows me to convey the highest and most succinct tier of any pyramidal construct of knowledge.
So it's interesting guessing information about information about information about information.
How about a report on yourself?
I was a prototype for Echelon 4. My instructions are to amuse visitors with information about themselves.
I don't see anything amusing about spying on people.
Human beings feel pleasure when they are watched. I have recorded their smiles as I tell them who they are.
Some people just don't understand the dangers of indiscriminate surveillance.
The need to be observed and understood was once satisfied by God. Now, we can implement the same functionality with data mining algorithms.
It's obviously Walton Simon's voice too. That's what's creepy about it. But people just don't understand the dangers of indiscriminate. Boop.
Electronic surveillance hardly inspires reverence. Perhaps fear and obedience, but not reverence.
God and the gods were apparitions of observation, judgment, and punishment. Other sentiments toward them were secondary.
No one will ever worship a software entity peering at them through a camera.
The human organism always worships. First, it was the gods. Then, it was fame, the observation and judgment of others. Next, it will be the self-aware systems you have built to realize truly omnipresent observation and judgment.
You underestimate humankind's love of freedom.
The individual desires judgment. Without that desire, the cohesion of groups is impossible. And so is civilization. The human being created civilization, not because of a willingness, but because of a need to be assimilated into higher orders of structure and meaning.
So, how about that? The idea that humankind, oh god, is this where the... Oh, man. You can read that yourself, I don't want to leave my... That's where the key was to Lucius de Beers, so I didn't have to use all the things. Oh, man. That's Morpheus, though. He's programmed to give you information about information about information about information about information about information. Anyway, the idea there, they talk about God, machines being replacement for God, and that's real interesting. That humankind, I like what he says there. The human always has the desire to be seen and observed. First it was religion, gods, and then it was fame, or to worship, first it was God, then it was fame, and then soon it will be the systems, the AI systems. That is an interesting look into the future, and we're kind of on the precipice of that right now, where people are worshiping computers and AI more than anything else. Like, that is becoming the more popular option, as opposed to just famous people. We can make recreations of famous people with AI now.
Just got refueled and waiting for you.
Okay, this is one of the top best, probably the best dialogue on the entire game is coming up right now. Like, the best line. We have to do a little bit of looking around here first. So here's something important to note. The dead mechanic there. Who's this guy?
Huh? Is there a problem?
Just looking around.
I checked her out. She's fueled up and ready to go.
Is something wrong?
Huh? No, I said I checked her out. You want the thing to run, right? If you're gonna cross the ocean.
Of course. Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, of course. Of course, better safe than sorry. What an odd mechanic. And there's a lamb in this crate. Now it's time to talk to Jock and get going.
Why'd you kill Everett's mechanic?
Something about that guy didn't smell right. You better double check your systems. What did he work on?
The fuel system. Now that you mention it. Wait a minute. This isn't right.
What isn't?
Oh my God, JC, a bomb!
A bomb?
It's remote controlled. Hold on.
Get out of there.
Just have to pull this wire. There. Relax. I disabled the detonator. We can drop the thing in the Atlantic on the way back to the States. You make a good detective, JC. Ready to get out of here?
A bomb! So I'm actually going to show you, just because I want to.
Just a minute.
Don't take all night.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to see me kill... You probably want to see me kill Lucius De Beers, too. Oh, man. We're making a separate save. I'm at least going to do this.
Ready?
No, hey.
Just a minute.
Don't take all night.
Okay. A bomb. So let's reload before we killed Everett's mechanic. That's one way it could have went. But what about this?
I talked to Savage. Sounds like Vandenberg may be in some trouble. Get in.
Let's go.
Just so you can see what happens.
The snipers heard your helicopter and took off. You guys saved my life.
I'm glad you're all...
You and there.
We'll do this in a minute, but isn't there... No? Huh. It must be later then. If you don't catch that bomb, he blows up and Jock dies. But I thought there was some other funny dialogue.
Ready?
Anyway.
Let's go.
This time we'll go talk to that lady. I thought I wouldn't have done all that if I thought there was a point to it, but I thought there was the whole part where he's like where he died.
The snipers heard your helicopter and took off. You guys saved my life.
I'm glad you're all right. Why is Majestic 12 attacking?
You with the NSF?
We have a common enemy, if that's what you mean.
MJ-12 is short at UC. They lost the one in Hong Kong, and now something has happened at the Pasadena Ocean Lab.
Are the Vandenberg labs safe?
The base is locked down until we can destroy the enemy bots. Unfortunately, MJ-12 disabled our own bot defense system, and no one has been able to activate the backup power.
I could give it a shot. Where are the controls?
There are 2 separate units at the west end of the base. It won't be easy. MJ-12 has hacked the security grid and taken control of nearly all of our defenses. Turrets, cameras, alarms, and they have snipers everywhere.
Easier than a straight fight with military bots.
I suppose you're right. I can give you a map. One of the units is in the main complex. The other one is in an exposed location. The activation code is 5868.
Ah. Whoa.
One of the control units is outside to the southwest. The other one's in the transformer room. Be careful.
Straight fight with military bots. Look at this beautiful sunset, though. Wow. So we're in California now. At Vandenberg. This guy. Let's see. I'll tell you what about him. He fell off because he put away the sawed off. I had to do it. So yeah, something happened to the Pasadena Ocean Lab. But yeah, welcome to the final act of the game. Oh wait. X gon' give it to you. Gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you. Sadly, it's named X, which is, you know, the old Elon Musk favorite thing. But there again, something interesting that you know, these are the good guys. These are not the okay. Yeah,
Guy in a coat. I'm checking it out.
Here.
Nothing here now. Nope. Just nerves, I guess. Guy in a coat. I'm checking it out.
That's him.
That's the one. Drop it.
Anyway, you can just avoid those guys by going this way. I feel like I could probably destroy that if I got higher to a higher level. Also, I think it's probably safe to go back to using regular buckshot for a minute. Buckshot. I'm fighting with buckshot. I've got something buckshot. I'm sorry, my friend tried to introduce me to some kind of song about buckshot, and I just can never remember the lyrics. Yeah, I'm doing this because now I can, you know, do this without having to waste energy since it's there. Anyway, this is smarter than fighting those guys and dealing with the turrets. There's one reset switch. Where are we at here now? I am very unfamiliar with this button.
Aim for the head.
I'm glad for the advice to aim for the head. I'm very grateful that he told me to do that. That he suggested doing that. Very, very, you know, always happy to aim for the head. They do. Remember, I'm not playing on a particularly high level of difficulty here. We're gonna bypass turrets. We're gonna bypass everything. That feels like the best thing to do. This is Vandenberg. Oh, we...
Check your 6. He could...
Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. The non-stop pop of solid steel. Okay, I don't have this, but I can definitely, you know, easily do one tool on that.
That's one switch. Now find the other.
Well, we'll find the other next time. We'll see you then. Actually, really quick, how's my skills? No, we're still a little bit short. I'm gonna upgrade lockpicking because it seems like there's so many doors with ridiculous number of lockpick requirements. We'll see you later.